Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. So now let's come to this shrouding part. Now in the previous part, one thing which was missed was that the person before you remove the the wet bed sheet, you need to dry the person with the towels. Okay, the whole body needs to be dried, and the table also needs to be dried up, and also the hair needs to be dried up. And after drying it, then you change the down sheet, and you have seen that we have put the upper sheet and the below sheet, and now the person is being shifted to another place. Or if suppose there is no table, there is no other table, and you need to do it there only, then you can clean the table and spread the coffin at that place only. Otherwise, you can shift the person to some other table where the coffin has already been laid down. So shrouding should start immediately once this thing has been done. The ghusl has been done, and the material used is plain white, yeah, and it should be large enough to cover the entire body, depending upon the size of the deceased person, and it should not be stitched. And it cannot be of silk, or there shouldn't be any gold on it, or any embroidery or anything on this. And the coffin is usually made of 3 pieces, but some countries, some places, you have also, as I said, 5 pieces of coffin is also allowed. Even by the scholars, it is allowed. So this is made of 3 pieces of white cloth of the same size, roughly the size of a king size bed sheet, yani, and 5 strips too. As you're seeing, 3 strips are already there, so 5 strips to tie the coffin. So the strips are first laid down on the table, and now this we are doing is the 3-piece coffin shrouding with the 3-piece coffin, yani 3 bed sheets sort of, yeah, 3 bed sheets like. So these 1, 2, 3, yeah. So you can see it. So it should be laid down on the table, taking care that it is in the center, spread equally in all sides. And then you should perfume. Yeah, you should perfume the shroud. So the shroud it can be the whole thing should be perfumed well. And even an incense, the oud, that even that can be given to the shroud, and it can be kept, or you can just put the perfume all over the shroud. And this is done for both, for males, and for both male and female. So when the female, when the person is alive, you do not do that, but when the person has died, then you can put the perfume on the coffin. Except only, there is only one exception, and that exception is that if it is a muhrim, that person is in the state of ihram, that lady or that that man is in the state of ihram, then you cannot perfume that shroud. So the perfume, the shroud is perfumed. And even if suppose a lady dies in her iddah, okay, so in iddah also you're not supposed to put perfume on yourself, isn't it? So even if a lady dies in a iddah, even that time the coffin would be perfumed. So only one time it will not be perfume is when he or she is a muhrim, that is, she is in a ihram. She was doing some hajj or umrah, something like that. So now the body is being brought and laid down on the coffin, as you are seeing. With the help of the below bed sheet, this green thing, this bed sheet, they have brought it and put it down, and now they need to remove this bed sheet from below. So as we did it before, you need to do it now also, that you tilt the person and just tuck the bed sheet from the other side. Yeah, roll it and tuck it under the body to one side. push the bed sheet underneath the person, and then tilt it again and again. For all this, you need at least 2-3 persons. Yeah. So once you have done that, from the other side, now you need to remove that bed sheet. So all the while the aura is being covered, as you all are saying. Now the below bed sheet has been removed. Now the hair are combed. So do it very gently. If it is necessary, do it, or you just comb a little and put it into three parts. Make it into three parts, two on the sides and one in the center. And then you can roll it, or even you can plait it as you plait your own hair. You can plait it even that way. So, but there should be three, two on two sides and one in the center. And then what you do is tuck it under the head. So once it is combed and plaited or rolled, and it is tucked under the head. Okay, so once this is done, now the wrapping of the coffin starts. So a Muslim does everything from the right side. So remember, you start wrapping from the right side. So the innermost cloth, yeah, the first wrap is being put from the right side. And once you put the cloth, someone holds it, as you all are seeing here. Someone tries to hold it, and then the the bed sheet which was covering, that will be slowly pulled out. So you need 2-3 people who can just hold it, so that the aura is not seen. And then the bed sheet which is below, it is removed slowly from beneath, from the leg side, it is removed. From the foot end, it is removed. So the right part has been put. It has been wrapped. The first part of the shroud, that it has been started to be wrapped from the right side, and it is, as you are saying, it needs to be tucked nicely and tightly under the body. Don't leave it loose, otherwise the coffin will come out. It needs to be tucked nicely, tightly under the body, so that when it is lifted, it will not come out. So now the left part is being wrapped up. So similarly, you tuck the left side under the body on the other side. Now the second part of the coffin is being wrapped up, and again you see that it is being tucked up nicely under the body. This should be done very tight. Yeah. So the second part, now the left side of the second part is being wrapped up. So and it is then being tucked on the other side under the body nicely. And now this is the last part. This is the last part of the shroud which is being tucked. So the right side has been put first, and it is being tucked under the body. And now the left side. So the left side has been tucked up nicely. Okay. And now what you need to do is roll the coffin at the head end. Take all the 3 sheets and cover the head with it. Roll it nicely and cover the head with it, so that only the face is seen, so that people can come, and if they want to kiss the person and all, they can do it. So even after even after the ghusl is given, the even after the ghusl is given, a person can be kissed. There is nothing that once the ghusl is given, you cannot kiss the person. Yes, you can you can still kiss the person. And now once everything has been done, everyone has seen, whoever wants to see, and everything has been done, and then you want to close and take, because we should not unnecessarily delay the burial also. So once this is done, then the shroud is covered from the head end also. So you will close it, the first part, then the second part, then the third sheet, and then it is rolled. Yeah. It is twisted both at the head end and at the foot end. In the video you cannot see the foot end, but here the head end is being shown. So it is twisted nicely and tied securely. Even though in the video it is shown that it has not been tied tightly, but you need to tie it nicely. Put secure, tie it securely, several times. You can secure it several times, and then you put the final knot. But the knot which you put, it should be so that it can be removed easily, because once the person is placed in the grave, once the person is placed in the grave, what they will do, they will open these ties off. So if you're seeing, this is how they are putting the knot. This is the easy knot. Okay, so but the head end and the foot end, it should be secure nicely, because that would be held, and by that only the dead body would be laid into the grave. So 3 ties have been tied. Yeah. No. So as you are seeing, the one at the foot end and another at the head end, and one at the shoulder, nearly at the shoulder, then the third one at the abdomen, and here the fourth one just below the knee. It is not necessary that you always use 5 ties. You can also use 3 ties. So whatever you usually get with a coffin set, that only you need to use. So knots should be tied as 1.5 knots, that they can be undone once placed in the grave. Okay, so now we again need to put a bed sheet down so that the men can come and hold it and take it. So the bed sheet is being tucked down, and then it is brought from outside. So this is the below sheet has been put. Now you put another sheet to cover the body with another sheet, so that it can be lifted up easily from all the 4 corners. So after this, the men are called, and they can hold the 4 corners or the 4 corners, and they can put a big towel or another sheet in the center, and then 6 people can hold it. So this completes the 3-piece coffin shrouding. So the men hold it and they take it to the bier, and then it is taken to the mosque. Okay, so this is the 3-piece coffin which we did. So this is all the gist of it is being said here. So we go to the. So now as I said, it is allowed, even the 5-piece coffin is allowed. Yeah. The scholars have like Sheikh Uthaymeen and Sheikh Ibn Baz and Hassan al-Basri, Sheikh Uthaymeen has said for 3 pieces of cloth, but Sheikh Ibn Baz and Hassan al-Basri has said that 5 pieces are also allowed. So this is also allowed. And the thing is that in the subcontinent, usually you do not get 3 pieces. You usually get this 5 one. So you need to know what the 5 pieces consist of. Now, because this is not from the Sunnah, they could be different pieces of 5, tying cloth. So let us see this one first. So this 5 pieces of coffin, it will usually consist of this lifafa. Now, lifafa is this outer sheet. Okay, lifafa is the outer sheet. This is a very this would be the last wrap. This is like the bed sheet which we have seen before. This is the size of the bed sheet. So this is the lifafa outside, and then you will have the qamis. So okay, so the coffin should consist of 5 strips of tying cloth, as you are seeing. You will see now in the and then the outer lifafa. Yeah, so the lifafa lengthwise, it should cover the body from head to toe, with ample cloth at both ends to be gathered and tied with the strips. So head end and at the foot end, it should be more so that it could be tied. And then the scarf, which is a square. So scarf is a square piece, okay, but you make it into a triangle, like how we make it into a triangle when we are alive. Yeah, similarly, the scarf is folded into a triangle. So it is a square-shaped cloth folded in a triangle. Okay, and the third one is the qamis. So the length of this should extend from the shoulder to below the knees, and it should not be stitched. So like how our qamis is there from the shoulder to the knees, it should be like that only. And it has got a T-shaped cut in the middle for the head to pass, through, like as you are seeing in this picture. And then is the sina band. Okay, so this sina band or the chest cloth is it is spread out from below the shoulders. The length of this is normally extends from below the shoulders up till the navel or the upper thighs. It is like the shirt or the the shimmies which you wear inside, sort of like that. It is the sina band. or the chest cloth. So it extends from the shoulders until the navel. And then comes the tehban or the waistcloth. So it is same, yani see, it is spread approximately at the navel area. From the navel, it is spread from the navel area and it comes down until the knee. So this all you will get it in the or the 5-piece coffin. When you get the 5-piece coffin, you get all these things with it. So the tehban, the width should be the same as the outer piece of the cloth that are being wrapped up around the body, and the length should be from the navel to the knee, like a sort of a petticoat sort of thing. So that is the tehban. So these are the 5 pieces of the coffin. Now, order of arranging the coffin. So first, every time you first put the tying the tying strips of the cloth, and then the outer lifafa is being spread, taking care that it is in the center. That is equally all the parts. It should be spread equally, because if you do not spread this outer cloth equally, what will happen? There will be no place to tie at the head end, and at the, if suppose you take it less on the head end or on the foot end, then there will be no place to tie. So you should be very careful that the coffin is in the center. It is placed right at the center. Okay, and then you spread the scarf. Yes, spread the scarf, and then the khamis is spread at the shoulder height. At the way the shoulder would come approximately, the khamis is spread and the outer part of the khamis is rolled towards the head. Now the tehban is being spread. That is, the sinaban is being spread at the place of the shoulders, nearly at the top shoulders. And now the tehban has been spread at the navel, from navel to the knee. Okay, so you are seeing all these 3. So let me go behind a little and go show it to you all once again. So this is the lifafa has been put. Now the scarf has been placed where the head will come, and now the khamis is being placed at the level of nearly at the level of the shoulders, and this cut part of it is towards the head, so that it can put back over the head. And now the sinaban is being placed at the shoulder level. And then now the tehban is being placed at the shoulder, from the navel down. So the tehban, this thing, the sinaban and the shirt. And okay, it is being shown again. Okay, so once this has been placed, now you need to perfume as we did it before. So it should be, now, if it is possible, you do it odd number of times. It is mustahab. And as I said, applies to both, males and females. For everyone, it is, you apply for everyone except the muhrim. There is no perfume for the one who is in the ihram. Now the steps of shrouding of the 5-piece of coffin. Now again, the dead body is being laid. The ghusl has been done for this, and now it is the below part. Now here you are seeing how this lower part, this lower bed sheet can be removed. So you tuck it, you roll it and tuck it behind the dead body, yeah, from one side. Yeah, and then you tilt the person to another side, and then pull out the bed sheet from the other side. So this has been pulled out. Now, now you start wrapping the coffin. So this is the tehban which is being wrapped. We have started from the right side. Now the tehban is being, the sinaban is being wrapped from the right side. So someone will hold it. So some 2 people will hold the sinaban and the tehban in place, and we remove the top sheet as we have done it before. As you all have seen it before, this the top sheet is being removed. Okay, and now the other part, the left part of the sinaban has been, of the tehban has been put. Now the left part of the tehban is being tied, and it is being tucked down under the body, and you need to tuck it nicely. And now this khamis is being brought up, yeah, over the body, and now even this needs to be tucked nicely. This all should be done very tightly, and it should be quite tight. And now here it is very clear how you comb the hair, and you make it into 3, 2 on the sides and 1 in the center. You roll it or you plait it, and then you tuck it under the head. And now you tie the scarf. Yeah. Tie the scarf as we do it. You can just tuck it, you can knot it near the neck and see that the hair is all covered. Yeah, and now the last part is being covered, that is the lifafa, where yeah, we have started from the right side. So the right side is being tucked over to the left, under the body, and now the left part of the lifafa is being tucked, brought and being tucked here, on the opposite side of the body. And the head part, it is being rolled up, and the hair and everything is being covered, and only the face is kept open for the people, for the relatives to come and see or to kiss the body. And now once that has been done, then it is closed. Yeah, it is closed from both the sides. And then so now you are seeing that how it is so it can be rolled. As we have seen it before, it can be rolled and tucked even under the head, and then it can be tied, or it can be just rolled and tied like that only. So again, these three pieces are being tied, one at the abdomen, one near the knee, under the knee, and one at the shoulder. And the head end and the foot end are also tied. And as I said, it needs to be tied well. You can take 2-3 rounds and then tie it nicely, but the thing is, it should be tied so that it should be a 1.5 knot, that it can be opened once it is being after it has been placed in the grave. So here the foot end is being tied, and it needs to be tied tightly. Now this body needs to be put into the it need to be removed and put onto the bier. So the sheet is being tucked down, and it is taken out from the other side, as you are seeing, and another sheet is put around. Now the men will be called to take the body away. So some precautions which we need to take is, everything must be wrapped very well, and material must be wound all the way around to the back, so that it does not open up at the time of burial. And at the time of wrapping, as I said, you remember this, that the right side of each sheet must be wrapped first. You remember this, that the Muslim does every work from the right side. So you start from the right side, and take care that the aura of the deceased is not revealed at any times. And the person who gave the bath, they can take a bath afterwards, but it is not compulsory. It is mustahab. It is recommended that those who washed and shrouded the deceased should have a bath after they have finished. Okay. So the Prophet ﷺ said, he who washes the dead should take a bath, and he who carries him should perform ablution. So this is recommended. It is mustahab to do that. Okay, now from here we will go to the tayammum part. So, so if suppose for any reason a person cannot be given ghusl, yeah, if a person cannot be given ghusl for any reason, then the tayammum can be done. So what could be the reason? That is, there is no water available at all. So then you need to do tayammum. But if suppose a little water is available, then what you do, you do the wuzu for that person, and you then wet whatever is possible of the body. So suppose you have only just 1 or 2 jugs of water, so you just pour it on the body. Okay. And suppose tayammum ghusl is not possible, like death due to extreme burns or drowning or accident or crushing or skin diseases, then you can do tayammum for such person. In such cases, if water can be just poured without touching the body, you do it. But if that is also harmful to the body, then you do tayammum. So how do you do tayammum? As we do when we are alive, you just pat your hands on the soil and blow it, and then wipe the face nicely. Yeah, and then wipe both the hands. You wipe the right hand, and then you wipe the left hand. So this is how you do the tayammum. Okay. So this is, if suppose the water is not available or for some reason you cannot do it, then you need to do this. So with this, we have come to an end of this